Michael Wilson. How you doing, Michael? Heidi, what's up, girl? William. How's everybody doing today? Kevin Ellis, how are you, sir? We're being very formal today. Toothache. Uh-oh. That's never fun. Billy. Hey, buddy. What are you up to, Billy? Crazy raining. Man, we got a cold front a couple days ago. It's been feeling great. Not a lot of rain, but last month we had a lot of rain here in Oklahoma. So here's what we have going on today. We're doing BW Wood Turning's ladle challenge. Mike D turned his, I think it was yesterday. Dave with Timber Designs just turned his just a minute ago. He just finished. I think he did a cherry one. And today we're going to use a piece of wood that Brad at turningblanks.net sent me. It's a nice piece of sapele or African mahogany. So this is going to be the bowl of the ladle. I'm making a two-piece ladle. When you have these small lathes, usually you turn the whole thing and then you put the cup here or the bowl here and turn it. But because it's a small lathe, that's not going to work. So I like to do two-piece ladles. So we'll do it in two pieces, drill a hole. Yeah. Gunsmoke. That's a good show. So, hey, so the first thing we're going to do is this is one of the hardest things, honestly, is we're going to try to make that round. Hey, Regu. Hello, hello. Joe, what's up, buddy? So that's got some shimmer. So the first thing we're going to try to do is make this into a sphere. Most of the time when I try to turn these, they turn out being like a coffee scoop, like a something like this shape. See how it's not perfectly, this is half of a scoop. I just cut it in half and you hollow that out for a coffee scoop. But the goal for me is to make it a perfect sphere. What up, Ryan? Yeah, guys, I'm really close to hitting 9K on subscribers. Thanks a lot for your support. It's all right. So let's bust this out. Let's see what we can do. I don't know if we can make this round or not. We're going to try. Lock this in. I'm going to grab my mask. I like wearing respirators when I'm turning most wood. So I'm going to grab a respirator. I won't be talking much. Talk amongst yourselves. And, yeah, hope you enjoy it, guys. I can't wait to see this pop. Well, off to a bad start. I think I'm going to change my tail stock to the pointy one. I tried this one. I don't think it gives enough holding power. Because what I really want to do is turn a tenon so that we can switch jaws. Because you really can't do a very aggressive cut. So we're going to switch that up a little. See if that gives us a better grip. If not, we'll switch the what, live center or tail, whatever. T-Bore, hello, hello. You know what part of the problem is? I think my, I don't know about you guys, I have to tighten my set screw a lot. It's working. Let's see if that's any better. Marius, hello, hello. Hey, Kippen, we're gonna make a African mahogany ladle, a two-piece ladle. Almost. Bam, baby. Let's switch out the chuck. Whoopsie. Now let's shape it. What's up? Hey, Runic. Whoopsie.
All right, tighten up the tailstock. Thanks, Dave. Keep on keeping on, baby. All right, it's round. We're just chewing it up. Let me grab a pin. That's going to be pretty, y'all. Oh, let's see. Let's say 3.5. We're marking the center. That's going to be a big scoop, but hey, I'm up for it. You guys up for it? Round things, baby. All right, check this out. Let's do it. Oh, we're still not round. Look at that crap. Come on, amateur. One more time, baby. Now where'd my ruler go? You know what I'm saying? Always have a backup. Always have a backup. Stuff gets covered with dust. Let's just call it 3. We're just marking the center. That's how we're going to try to make a sphere. Welcome back, Ryan. Let me bust out the another tool. Let's do a spindle gouge. Let's try it out. Thing is dull. It's getting hot in here. Yeah, yeah. Diversification, Kevin. Diversification. It's starting to look spherical. Do it, Joe. Do it. Hey, it's almost. It's getting there. It's a little lopsided. Kind of looks like an onion. Ah, crap, dude. Ah. Dang it. Not too bad. Pretty good. What do you guys think? Yeah? It's looking more like a sphere. It's looking spherical. Let's start sanding a little bit. Yeah, let's do a pin challenge. I haven't made one in years. That's gonna be pretty. What's up, Bad Dragon? How you doing, man? Thanks, Dave. Oh, sorry, guys. All right, let's part it off. Looks like a boob. Damn it. Dropping tools, you know. The struggle is real. Almost, almost. Dang it, it's still got a little nub. I don't like it. It's looking pretty good. How's that look, guys? I think that's the best sphere I've made. But now it's going to get crappy, so this is where it sucks a little bit. Dang, Kevin, that's a pretty good idea. Didn't even think about that. All right, let's think about this. That's a pretty good idea, Kevin. Hell, let's do it. That's a great idea, Kevin. 2 for 1, baby. Twofer. Kevin, thanks, man. I get the best ideas from you guys. Oh, shit. Well, I think it could be the Death Star. That's funny, man. It popped out. Don't forget to tighten your chuck. That's why you wear a face shield, just saying. That is freaking sexy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Look at that thing. Yeah. All right. Part 2. Come on. We'll make a second one out of that later. Great idea, Kevin. Now we need to make a jam chuck. What's up, Mike? Coal jaws, they won't hold a circle. I mean a steer. Hey, Stig. See you, Johnny. All right, we're going to keep going deeper. Deeper and deeper. Oh, sorry. That's not sketchy at all, man. What's up? What's up? So close. It ain't gonna work. Not without hot glue. Yeah, it's not tight enough. But Dave, Dave, it'll work with hot glue. Hey, Rubens, how's it going? All right, guys, we got 48 likes and 335 people. Please smash that like button. Thank you so much. I wouldn't try CA, but that would work too. Actually, yeah, that would work, Brian.
Hey, Ryan, what you would do, I use this on jigs all the time. Put blue tape inside the jig, then put your super glue on it, then blue tape on the back of the sphere, and then spray activator, push it in. But the problem is you don't have a lot of working time with that, so you got to get the angle just right. With the hot glue, we're going to make it run a little truer. So hot glue's great. Hey, Jacqueline. What's up? Hey, you know what? Julio, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, ¿y tú? You know what sucks? Every time I show my face, my views go down. You know what I mean? It's kind of hurtful, guys.
Bump, 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 bump. We're making a ladle. Here we go, baby. Uh-oh, uh-oh. All right, let's see. Let's go. That's pretty good.
Now here's the trade-off, guys. By using hot glue like this, you got more sanding at the end before you finish, but this should work. I've got a jig I made years ago. I stripped all the screws out. You can also make something like this. This is for coffee scoops. You leave a spot right there. I never had the results I wanted. So we're trying, this is a new method. And honestly, I've seen people before where you can take a piece of PVC and cut slices in it to where you can adjust the opening. That would work better for a jam chuck for this. So you could push that in and then have a hose clamp around it, and that would hold. Yeah, we're making the handle. It's a two-piece ladle. We're going to make the handle in just a second. Oh, that's a good idea. Runic, I eyeballed it, and I like it. It's running true. Yeah, I appreciate the, yeah. It's running pretty true. So that takes about 4 or 5 minutes to set. Let's put that apart and go ahead and make the handle while we're waiting. That's a good idea. Where's everybody watching from today? I'm in Oklahoma in the United States.
Yeah, you could, Runic. Absolutely. Let's turn the handle. Toronto, Glasgow, Ontario, the recliner, all right. Colorado, hey, Jody. Hi now, hello. What's up, John? All right, let's make this thing. Let's make a handle. I'm not using pencil marks, I'm just going with it. See you, Dave. kind of dig it. Can you dig it? Uh-oh. While that's drying, let's hollow the bowl. Yeah, I wear short sleeves because of that. Oh. That's a pin chuck by, I think it's BM Wood. This chuck has been really great. A grab chuck. We're about to put some finish on it. There's a discount code in my links. If you want to buy some bumbleshoots, you get a discount. Woo! Look at that. That's pretty. Thanks, Kevin. So here is the hard part.
Me too, Steven. That might be the tough part. But, where'd my alcohol go? Todd from LJ Woodworks a couple of months ago gave me a tip. I'm gonna try isopropyl alcohol. It's been working well. I'm not Kevin, sorry. Todd with LJ Woodworks gave me the tip on a live a few months ago. It works really well. Normally I wouldn't do it like this, but it's this really breaks the bond. It takes 5 to 10 minutes though. While we're waiting, let's go to the laser. Let's make a sign. I need to make a sign for my bit. Actually, my laptop's not out here. I forgot. Well, let's make a pepper shaker then. While we're waiting on that to pop out.
Where'd they go? Hey, June. Looks fine to me. Almost. Then we're going to add some shine juice. Appreciate you guys being here. Hope you're having a great weekend. Thanks so much for 77 likes. I think we can get 80. Holla! Hey, Pat. Whew, that's looking pretty good. That is a small rolling pin. It's a pepper shaker.
Well, I've added alcohol 3 times. It's still not popping out. So, I don't know. Might have added too much glue. I'm going to keep adding it. Just flood it. Just flood it with alcohol. Yeah, I've got a... Pat, here's the maple salt shaker. I've already finished it. I just got to hollow out the end for the stopper and then put some finish on that. So yeah, it's maple. Yeah, we're doing maple salt shakers and walnut pepper shakers. You know, I might try a heat gun if it doesn't work in the next couple minutes. All right. Well, not working yet. I'm afraid to crack the bowl. Yeah, I am, Woodlot. It's hot. Man, I don't like it. It's not budging. Gonna have to rethink this method. Hey, DIY Joe. That's Joe, y'all. Joe changed his channel name. Yeah, I'm not liking it. Won't budge. Dang it. You know, the other option is we could part it right here. So this whole piece comes off, we hope. Like this whole chunk comes off, and then we attack it from the other side as well. Drill a hole through the backside and use it to drift a pop-up, yeah. Yeah, probably. I added a lot of glue, but it's a trade-off, guys. I mean, you know, you try to do something cool and you got to learn how to do it. But I want this to work because look, I got a really nicely hollowed out bowl. I didn't want an oblong ice cream scoop looking thing. I'm going to go part this off, I think, real quick. Let's go do it. Let me grab my mask. Or my face shield, I mean.
Awesome, Joe. All right, now we can attack it from both ways. Dang.
You know what? Hey, June, Joe at DIY Home does have a channel. He does some great stuff. All right, so now, there it is. Oh, my gosh, guys. And now this should just be coming right off because of the alcohol. Yes. All right, that worked. Oh, my gosh. Now, I could have gone a little deeper, but I'm fine with that. The big thing for me was to get the sphere. So it could have been, yeah, I could have gone probably about 1/4 of an inch deeper. But that's looking pretty good, guys. So, all right. Let me go grab the handle. We're going to drill a hole. It's a little small. This one would be better. That's it. You know what's cool though, guys? That's what I wanted. A perfect, I mean, that's a sphere. That's the best I've ever done at a sphere. And Kevin, during the middle of the live, said, just cut it in half. And I did, and I've got a second one. So lesson learned, go a little deeper, and that totally worked. Now, yeah. Anyway, let's drill a hole. All right, so I'm going to say right there. So here's the challenge. Let's see. I want to keep this held up. Let me think how I can do this. Yep, let's go over here. Let's go. Appreciate you guys sticking around with me. It's funny how, the viewers stop. As soon as you turn the lathe off, they go away. Make sure we're good. I saw this at a swap meet or flea market like 5 years ago and bought it for like 25 bucks. Finally installed it in the shop a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. The hardware alone is worth 75. Awesome. Thanks, Joe. So we want a little further down. That's to help start the hole and keep the bit from wandering. I wish I had a brad point because they like to wander, but let's try it. Give it a little pressure. Oh, it's wandering a little bit. Dang it. Come on, you piece of crap. It's wanting to wander. It wandered a little bit, but that's also why I made the tenon with a little lip. It covers up some stuff. That's a good fit, y'all. Let's go glue it. Now, we got a little whatever there, but it's all right. That bit, so we got a good fit. Oh, man, it's at a crappy angle, though. Gosh darn. Look at that. It's at a weird angle. Dang it. Well, it's at an odd angle. Check that out. Well, that bit drifted on me. Actually, you know what? Kind of enjoy that. You can put it in the pot and dump it right over. I don't know. Just because I make a video doesn't mean I'm an expert, guys. Let's add some glue. Now, before I glue it up, I'm going to sand this real quick to get some of this crap off. That glue residue. Nah, that's not going to come off. You got to really... Might take the sander to it. It's working pretty well. I'm going to take the sander to it real quick. Just a little quicker. re-dowel it? Like make a dowel and put that in there? Is that what you mean? Kevin's good at such good ideas. You're talking about putting a dowel in it and filling it and then re-drilling it at a different? Kind of like that for some reason. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it like that, Kevin. I kind of like it. It's different, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm going to leave it. I kind of like it. It just looks kind of, whatever. Thanks for the tips, though, man. You've been full of good tips lately. I think it's kind of cool. Now, let's put it in there. And, you're supposed to let this set for a while. So I'm going to wipe the glue off. But I want to add some finish real quick since I got you guys here. Let's get that glue where you can't see it, because good luck sanding that later. I hate that bit wandered on me. I need to use a different bit next time that has the brad point. Look at that. I hate that. You can actually see in there. Let's cover that up. Get some of that out. Well, sometimes the best you can do is the best you can do, I'm going to take a little bit of glue off right here to where it doesn't show as much. See if that's any better. That's better. Okay. I like it. And I will sand it. So that's what we got. Let's put some finish on it. Let me put a paper towel into this. Let me grab another one. Dang, dude. That's a pretty piece of mahogany that Brad at turningblanks.net sent me. This is about a third of what he sent me on that piece. Man, that's gorgeous. Holy crap. That's a beautiful piece. Look at this. Whew. Hello, Co. Dang. Check that out. Well, I'm going to glue it after, I guess. Oh, man, that's some shimmery goodness. You can tell I got some glue I still need to get out, but just a little. Once the glue dries, though, I'm good. Yeah, you can just see some of the hot glue residue, but look at that thing. So let's put it back in there. All right. Finished product other than a little sanding. Let me show you. This is my entry into BW Wood Turning's Ladle Challenge. That thing really pops. This is the crappy lighting part of the shop. So let me get in the center. Yeah, check that out. Look at that. So once this glue sets, I'm gonna I got a couple of spots. You can see some little bit of glue, that hot glue. I'll just keep sanding until it's gone. And on the back, you can see a spot or two. But I'm going to let this dry. And that should be super strong in there in that joint. Thanks, Shoop. Appreciate you guys hanging out. That's a pretty freaking cool project, y'all. You know how it goes, though? I thought I'd be done in like 45 minutes, and then it's like 109 minutes later. Oh, well. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great weekend. I'm hoping, when I go check my numbers, I hope that I needed 17 new subs to get to 9,000 subscribers. So I really appreciate your support. Octo, thanks. It's pretty cool looking. I mean, it's different, but it's kind of, I don't know, I like it. At first I was like, no, but I kind of dig the different shape. Hey, what time's your live, William? That's a pretty one, y'all. I think I'm gonna go eat some lunch. I'm hungry. Been out here for an hour and a half. Actually, almost 2 hours. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun with good friends. All right, guys, have a good one. William, I'll try to catch your live today. What time is it gonna be? Do you know?